radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Taurus for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Taurian placement in your chart, you can apply this too. Before I get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private read from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Other than that, another way to connect with me, you can check out my free radio show, also in the description below. We pull cards for every zodiac sign, we listen to music, and playbacks are down there, so it's super fun. But yeah, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you guys. What are the messages for Taurus? What does Taurus need to hear today? What are the messages for Taurus? All right, we got a lot that came up for you guys. I usually don't take this many, but I am today for you guys. First of all, we have Holy Amethyst with Divine Alchemy. It says move beyond current challenges, focus on what it is that you desire. So tapping right in, Taurus, it's looking like there's a lot of distractions around you, and the universe is telling you to clear that energy so that you can focus back on your main goal, your main agenda, whatever it was that you had dreamt of months ago, years ago, days ago. Get back to that, because I'm feeling like there's different things around you calling for your attention. It's like, yeah, you want to focus on this goal, but you also want to have fun, or yeah, your goal is to have fun, but you also have to be more structured. The universe is telling you to focus on what it is that you want, specifically in your mind. Even if you can't necessarily be in that life yet, even if you're not where you would want to be, the universe is still telling you to focus on that energy. We have the Shekinah with Sacred Self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Ooh, I'm tapping into someone who has the ability to make money off of a gift that they have, and the universe is telling you, if you don't know what your spiritual gifts are, first of all, you may want to get into some meditation. You may want to get into some self-discovery through journaling. There's so many ways to figure out like what your gifts are and what the universe is calling you to, but definitely look into that. Other than that, Taurus, it's important for you to use your gifts to make them a part of your story, because that's the easiest way that it's going to, be for you to be able to have abundance, for you to be able to be successful. If you really tap into your own personal power and your own personal gifts, they will always be profitable in some way. Seriously. We have Mercury with open communication. This one says, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. So there may be some people around you trying to convince you, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. It's like when you tell them what your goals or what your dreams are. Oh, yeah, that's cool, but can you help me with this? Or, oh, yeah, that's cool. But so anyways, and they kind of just, start to talk about what they want from you, or talk about what you could do for them, get you back focused in and interested in what they have going on. And the universe is saying, you got to communicate more openly, Taurus, and make it clear to the people around you what it is that you're looking for. Set that expectation so that you don't have to worry about someone crossing you or someone giving you something less than, or just something different than what it is you're looking for. If someone isn't being a friend to you correctly, communicate that. If someone isn't checking all your boxes romantically, communicate that, or move on if they're just new and different and you just don't like them. But communication is very important as well. Now we got the White Eagle here with the Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Ooh, interesting. So you may be learning some new things, and you may be being asked to dive a little deeper. Whatever it is that you're focused on right now does have something to do with generational healing. So there's a family wound or pattern that you have the ability to stop. So say like you just went on a date recently and it didn't work out. You didn't really like them. Well, maybe in the past you would have tried to make it work, or said, well, this person is so cool to hang around with. Months later you're all the way in love with them, and you knew that you weren't maybe the best fit in the beginning, but now you're kind of feeling like, what, I don't need to keep contacting that person. I can kind of, just allow them to be, and I can go on my way, continue my search, focus on other things, whatever. It's just an example, but I definitely feel something like that, Taurus, here, where it's like before you would have been tempted, or before you would have, you know, fell into some sort of trap, but now these days you're not really doing that. So the universe is saying stick to that, because your ancestors are riding on that. You're leveling up the whole bloodline by not engaging in that, or by not doing whatever it is, you know, you're being challenged with. We have Kuthumi with the Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answers that you seek. Trust what you know. Another reason why it's important to go within, lean into your own intuition, lean into your sacred self, because the answers that the things that you're questioning, you do know the answers. You do. And if you tap in, you'll be able to hear them. You'll be able to feel them. You may be resisting. You may not like the answer that you get from within. But if you're questioning something right now and you genuinely feel like you don't know, make sure it's not a matter of you not wanting to accept whatever answer you're getting from yourself. Beyond that, all the answers that you're looking for are truly within. It's just a matter of slowing yourself down enough to receive them. We have Paul the Venetian with experiencing grace. This is good. Share your gifts with grace. So more energy, Taurus, of sharing your gifts. You have something to provide to the world. Some part of your worldview, or something that you know a lot about, people can benefit from, and it's time to grow. It's time to expand. It's time to take what's inside of you and reflect it outside of you. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So you're going to find yourself inspired. You're going to find yourself feeling whole and content, because you're working off your own personal power. You're not working off of or dependent on the validation of other people outside of you. Everything is coming from within. So it's literally a limitless energy source that you're kind of working with here. And then lastly, we have a Lady Nada with Heart Awakening. This one says, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. So if you've been giving a lot lately, it's time to receive. If you've been receiving a lot lately, time to give. Make sure you keep that in balance. But beyond that, Taurus, definitely a heart awakening happening here. And it really honestly feels kind of like a solar plexus awakening. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just heard long time coming. It took a while to get here as well. We got the King of Wands, or sorry, the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands here. So I feel like you've been working, and it's like sometimes you're healing different realms. This is exactly how it feels. So like, Taurus, I'm getting this download for you guys where it's like when you feel like you've taken a step back, you're actually just catching up your 3D self. This is exactly how I see it. Your 5D self getting, you know, spiritual downloads. You'll have weeks or days at a time where you just get downloads. You feel good. You feel content. You understand. Your intuition is on point. You trust yourself. You're moving forward. You're making plans. And then you have these times where you're really slow, or something comes up as a challenge, or something goes wrong. Something has to be healed. Someone from the past comes back and you have to resolve that. And it's just like, it feels like you take a few steps forward and then you take a few steps back. Specifically for you, Taurus, I'm not feeling that that is what is actually happening. Your 5D self is when you feel like at your best. That's when you would consider that you're working from your higher self. That's probably how it feels. And it's like you're, you know, making progress in the 5D, but you have to catch your 3D self up to you. So you're not actually taking steps back. You kind of have to descend back to the reality of the situation so you can have those breakthroughs. If you understand that download, this is the reading for you. 100%. But it's literally like your 5D self is making all this progress. You feel confident because you're working from a place of love, solar plexus, awakening. You're really at one with yourself. You understand things in full. And then you have to catch up your 3D self. And that's where you're going through all of those challenges that have to do with other people here in the 3D. That have to do with, like, you know, the blockages coming from your lower self telling you, oh no, you can't do that, or yada, yada, yada. So there's definitely not steps being taken back necessarily. It's just like you're catching your 3D self up, leveling your 3D self up as you level up your 5D, as you know, take up more space in your 5D space, if that makes sense. So anywho, We have the World card in reverse and the Empress card in reverse. So a lot of lessons I'm seeing from you, Taurus. A lot of lessons that you have been learning. What I will say is you don't have to commit to any one thing. If there is something that you're truly passionate about, because we kept getting this message of moving forward, using your spiritual gifts, expressing your talents, that kind of thing. If you feel demotivated, I would say, you know, work on that, but don't specifically feel like you have to commit to something you're not genuinely passionate about. Typically the things that the reward is, you know, like from people feeling like, oh wow, you're so talented. Typically those things are the things that make us, you know, feel like failures, because it's like you're not doing it for your own pleasure. You're doing it for the validation that comes with it, because people are telling you, oh my God, you're so talented. When you truly do something that you're passionate about, that's when you, yeah, of course, have these setbacks, but you'll be able to work through them. So start to distinguish between, am I doing this because I genuinely like to do this? Am I, you know, taking all of these pictures, you know, for Instagram because I just truly love the aesthetic and I enjoy being, you know, a little model, having a cute little picture moment? Or is this just so people can tell me I'm pretty? Is this just for the likes, you know? It's important to say, do I want to be a model, or do I like the benefits that this brings me? Because I'm picking up on you guys having an assortment of talents and abilities. Abilities would be like, yes, I have the ability to, you know, take cute pictures, but I'm not, you know, talented at it. I've learned this, you know, this isn't something that's just a natural kind of gift, I guess I'll say. So it's important to differentiate, because we have the Empress in the World in reverse. This is giving me like an energy of some unfinished projects, and it's just kind of because you were never really passionate about it. It was never really something that you just, yes, I want to do this, this is my calling. It was just something that you had the ability to maybe get validation from, or some sort of pleasure from, attention for, but I don't feel like, I don't know, there's something that's not resonating with Taurus, and it keeps failing, and it's making you kind of feel like a failure for some of you, when it's like, it's just not your thing. You know, like, yeah, you have the ability to do it, but it's not like your talent, your passion, your God-given, universe-given gift. It's not that. It's something you've learned over time to perfect and get good at. So anyways, Seven of Swords in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Definitely expect one of those drops coming soon, Taurus. Again, now that you understand this is just a drop from the 5D to the 3D to push the 3D forward, as above, so below. They all have to go in the same. You can't just soar ahead and live in, you know, because then the 5D becomes more of a daydream versus even something that can be translated into a reality. So you can't just keep moving forward in either one. But we have the Chariot card in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So I do feel your 3D going through some healing right now. Seven of Swords in reverse. This is specifically an energy, though, of cutting out that self-sabotaging behavior, committing to yourself and who you truly are. So I feel like that's what the next thing that you kind of learn or go through, the next blockage, barrier that you go through, it's going to be about that. Devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck. That is good. That lets me know that you're getting further and further away from temptation. It could be you're changing your social circle. It could be you're changing your environment. Maybe you're moving, or you're not engaging in low vibrational vices, or, you know, with people that probably shouldn't be in your life. Regardless, though, that's a really good sign. Two of Swords and the Page of Cups. You got to decide what you want, Taurus. You got to decide what you got to do. You got to pick a side. And I believe in the all versus duality personally. So I try not to make everything so black and white. But you do have to decide, okay, what do I want? What am I going to do? Am I going to surrender to the weight of the challenge, or am I going to move forward? And what am I going to move forward in? What's going to be my next focus? What do I want? A lot of self-discovery here, because Seven of Swords in reverse, this was a lot of crossing yourself and going against yourself, maybe, you know, ignoring the whole process of discovering what it is that you want so you can support someone else's dream, someone else's vision. I see you guys moving out of that as well. See what's going on in love. Wow. How these cards flipping for you now. Ooh, that's what I like to see. All right, let's get into these first. We have free yourself and let go of control issues. I just heard control the narrative. So Taurus, it may be hard for you to separate from someone because you don't like that they get to just talk shit about you and distort, like, you know, what happened to other people. But at the end of the day, if other people believe them, or they don't at least ask you like, hey, I heard this from this person, like, is that true? Those are also people that don't need to be there anyways. So consider it the universe giving you exactly what you want. If you want a life of, you know, of abundance, if you want a life of peace, you can't have that with a snake in the grass. So a lot of the things that happen are, you know, literally for our benefit. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Allow them to talk. Allow them to think what they want to think. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That is the main point here. So if there's an ex that you're involved in, you know, let go of the need to heal them. Let go of the need to be the teacher. Let go of those control issues. Allow them to be taught by the universe. Go about your way and go seek your own healing and your own abundance in the love department. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, from that situation, Taurus, from these people. It's just time to, you know, kind of transform. I feel like you've already left these spaces and it's just time to stick to that. We have wedding and soulmate, which is exciting. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. I'm using both of my romance decks today. Oh my goodness. So let's get some clarification on the wedding and soulmate. What is this wedding and soulmate energy communicating to us? What are we talking about here? Whoop, here we go. We got something different. Ask a friend is the one that flew out. So the universe literally said, put yourself back out there when the ask a friend card came out, because maybe you're used to dating a certain kind of person, but your friends can kind of help you switch up your, you know, aesthetic, help you stick to your own authenticity, help you find your, you know, yourself in a way. And specifically looking at wedding and soulmate, something different here, something that you haven't experienced. We have forbidden fruit, guard your heart, and magnetic. So Taurus, there's going to be a lot of forbidden fruits that are going to be very attracted to you. It's kind of like, you know, you're the light in the darkness and you're moving towards your destination, and all the creepy crawlers are very much so attracted to you, but you have to be able to see things for what they truly are. And you have to be rooted in who you are and what you know in order to not be influenced by these energies. We have the gift and high maintenance. Wow, I haven't really gotten this message before, but the universe is saying this is a gift, but it has to be taken care of. I'm giving you a diamond. You have to learn to care for it. Imagine giving a toddler, which my neighbors, I'm not even gonna get into it. My neighbors gave their toddler a literal diamond bracelet and diamond necklace. Anyways. But imagine giving a toddler, you know, you can't get upset with them if they don't take care of it. And a lot of people don't do that. You know, that's more of a gift for someone who's older, because through life they kind of learn to take care of it. The universe is saying, I am more than happy to gift you with your soulmate. I am more than happy to gift you with the wedding, but I'm not going to do that when you're still in beta, or when you're, you know, of course not a toddler, but you get what I'm saying, when you don't know everything that you need to know to be able to navigate in this type of relationship. I'm not going to give it to you before you can handle it, because it's going to get destroyed, you know, and kind of be all for nothing. So we have the sailing card. The universe is telling you to go through the motions. The universe is telling you to go through this journey. It is leading you to love and abundance, but there's a lot of finding yourself that honestly still needs to happen here. And I see that you're on that journey. It's a journey. Get comfortable in it. There's going to be some excitement, but you do have to surrender to what the journey actually is. And this is what I'm seeing. So yeah, Taurus, that's what I have for you. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check out my free radio show. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.